Hey guys, Dylan Moon here, bringing you a My Hero Academia Chapter 210 review. I don't think anyone expected what happened in this chapter. I don't want to cover anything that's not important. I just want to get down to the meat and potatoes, so let's get into it. Monoma is trying to provoke Midoriya because he copied Shinzo's quirk, so if Midoriya would answer Monoma, he could brainwash him. And just like before, just like when Shinzo brainwashed Midoriya, it triggered a vestige in Midoriya's mind for the first time ever, and it seems like that's what's happening again to me. I can't confirm that or anything, but Monoma obviously copied Shinzo's quirk and is using it against Midoriya right now. Midoriya is not being brainwashed right now, but Monoma's voice is still Shinzo's quirk, so I think there's some kind of correlation with that and what's happening. That's just a thought, there's nothing confirmed about that, but Midoriya goes to use a Delaware Smash, and instead of the normal instead of the normal one-for-all electricity that's emanating around his arm, it's a black shroud that breaks apart the right sleeve of his costume, and it's like his quirk's going out of control, and it's something we've never seen happen before, some kind of dark energy coming from within Midoriya from the one-for-all quirk. And I think it obviously has some relation with All For One and the connection All For One has with the One For All users, some link that we don't know about really. And it obviously also has something to do with the vestiges, because in this chapter, Gran Torino and All Might are talking on the phone, and Gran Torino tells All Might that Shimura, like a previous One For All user, had a single vestige that she told Gran Torino about, where a figure in shrouded black told her that it's not time yet. But what it seems like is now it is time. Like, it wasn't time when Shimura had One For All, it wasn't time when All Might had it, but now it is time. Like, Midoriya is obviously the chosen one in this universe, in this series. He's the main character, so if anybody's going to be the chosen one for this quirk, it's going to be him. And I feel like All For One knows what's going on right now. I think that there's something about One For All that he didn't tell his younger brother. I think that there's something about it where maybe he's secretly been having people cultivate it just so he can go and take it back himself. I mean, that's just a thought. That's just like a thought I have. I haven't really seen that anywhere yet, but what if All For One is actually having other people cultivate this quirk down like lineages, and he is just going to go take it back? Can you imagine All For One with the power of One For All as well? But anyways, I think it's really interesting that Midoriya, his right hand when he uses his Delaware Smash, that's the hand that like the black cloud is emanating from, and in his dream, in his vestige in chapter 194, 193, the only thing that Midoriya could use in his dream state was his right hand and then like the upper half of his face, so I think it's a weird correlation between his hand and like that's the same hand that it's happening to right now. I think that we're about to get some serious information about All For One, his relationship with all the users of One For All. I'm going to make a video about this soon, but I think that Monoma, there's something maniacal about him. There's something that just does not sit right with me. I think he might be a bad guy. I think he might be the UA traitor, honestly. He might actually have a relationship with All For One, and I know that's a stretch. There's not a lot I'm going on here, but that is just the feeling I'm getting, that he is the UA traitor. His quirk kind of reminds you of All For One's quirk, about how he can use other people's quirks to an extent, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to elaborate on that too much now. I want to make another video about Monoma, but I feel like in chapter 211 we're going to get some revelating stuff. They have to call an end to this exam. Like Shinzo already fought in one fight against Class B. He's proven he can be in the hero course. There's no reason to drag this on. They need to get Midoriya out of here as soon as possible. I don't think that it's a coincidence that this is happening right after Midoriya uses One For All 100% with Eri on his back and everything to reverse it, because she did reverse it to where it wouldn't completely destroy him, but for the love of God, he did use One For All he did use One For All 100%, which is something that All Might claims that he doesn't even do. Like when he's using his quirk, he doesn't use 100%. That was stated because if he would destroy everything in the vicinity. So the fact that in the dream, All For One's younger brother stated that he's only at 20%, so he can't know everything yet, and he can't do everything yet. And then, him using 100%, that like, especially with the vestiges and everything, that has to be some kind of psychological trigger to all of this, like using the full power of One For All. So there's a lot to think about here, guys. I really want to know if Gran Torino knows any more about Shimura's dream. I really want them to call off this whole fight and everything and make sure Izuka's okay. Even Bakugo's concerned. Like, you can tell by Bakugo's face, he's like, what in the fuck is going on right now? So I think the entire My Hero community right now is just trying to reread the manga, trying to watch videos, trying to really put together what's happening right now. But I think that there's secrets about One For All that we're going to learn about very soon, about the crystallization of power and it being passed on, and some link that there is between One For All and All For One. That's just some of my thoughts, guys. I'm going to release some more My Hero videos this week about Monoma and Shinzo, so stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and Dylan Moon out.